one of the most notable of these films, because most of them are pretty obscure, but was called The Sin of Madelon Claudet. It's in 1931, and I guess it's most notable because it was, I may be wrong, I believe it was the film debut of Helen Hayes, who was a great star of the theater. And this was, if it wasn't her actual film debut, it was the first important one. And she won the Oscar for it. But it was a troubled kind of film that when they had the first sort of preview screening of it, it was a disaster. The audiences totally didn't respond to it. But fortunately, Helen Hayes was married to Charles MacArthur, the great playwright who wrote The Front Page and so many other plays. And he stepped in to really help his wife, and he did a rewrite on the film. And the legend is that the main contribution that he made was he added just a short little sequence where when she first has the baby and she's so bitter and she is penniless and the future looks so bleak, and she just didn't want to have this baby. And then there's just a little scene where she is forced to hold the baby in her arms, and you see her, simply the maternal urge comes forth and changes, sort of the whole plot then evolves. And evidently really just the inclusion of that scene made the movie a big hit and established her as a film star. But this is a fascinating movie. I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest movies ever made, but The Sin of Madelon Claudet is worth seeing for this really very interesting, uncliched performance by Helen Hayes.